Hello, beautiful souls, beautiful people. Thank you for being here with me today. If you are new here, my name is Ziya. If you are a fellow and returning subscriber, thank you for your continued love and support. And if you haven't subscribed but you like the vibe, feel free to subscribe, okay? So, as you can see, we got 3 piles in front of you. We are going to be seeing some messages from the spirits today, okay? It's going to be pretty open. We're not going to have a layout. But if a specific question does come up that they want me to ask, I will do that, okay? So for pile 1, we have the Death card. For pile 2, we have the Confidence card. For pile 3, we have the Rejection card, okay? So if you need a minute, definitely feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, if you guys are ready, go check out the timestamps for your reading, and I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Death card with this beautiful black crystal, this is going to be your reading, okay? So when I was tapping into the energy, and take this only if it resonates, okay? Because this is a general reading. Maybe this message will reach who it's meant to. I kept hearing the word or the name Jack or Jackie, and I was also feeling like really hot, and I kept feeling like somebody who may have passed on from like some sort of fire, or I don't know. I was also picking up like a blood disease, or something to do with the brain, whether it's like dementia, a brain aneurysm, a brain bleed, something like that. Somebody is coming through to bring you a message today. And that might not be for everybody. So like I said, only take that if it resonates, okay? If that doesn't resonate with you, this could still be your reading, okay? Don't just write me off yet, okay? Hear me out. That was just for a specific person, maybe. Hopefully this finds that person. So, let's see, what are we jumping in with? We're going to jump in with tarot first. All right. Today we are going to be just getting a message from the spirits, all right? So for those of you that did not resonate with, some of you guys could be going through some sort of death, or this is just somebody who is looking out for you, somebody who had passed on from the other side, because I was hearing that song also. God send me an angel from the heavens above. Send me an angel to bring... Oh my God, send me an angel to heal my broken heart. I try to say broken heart and heal all at the same time. And that just came out so wrong. So, this is definitely somebody who passed on, that I feel like is wanting to come through and bring you a message. One of your angels, okay? So, let's see here. What does your angel want you to know, or your angels? With that song that came out, some of you guys could be going through some sort of major transformation that was triggered by some sort of like broken heart, or even like something that is perceived as like a loss or a failure or something. I don't know, something that did not work out, right? Also the vibe that I'm picking up here. So let's see, what is the message for pile 1? Please and thank you. From the spirits. Got the Knight of Pentacles with the King of Wands. We got the 8 of Swords in reverse. And the World. And we got the 3 of Wands in reverse on the bottom. Okay. So let's see here. For some of you guys, with this King of Wands, I am picking that message up from the beginning. There could have been somebody who passed on from some sort of like house fire. You could have lost somebody or something, like an animal or somebody that was close to you from like a house fire or something. Because on this card, there is a little cat, and it almost looks like charred in a sense. So, like, maybe there's like a spirit animal that's coming through that maybe you lost in some sort of fire or due to some sort of like I said, like blood. I can't even think of how I said it at the beginning. Hold on, give me a second. There could have been something to do with like the blood or the brain. Those were like the main things I was picking up, but it doesn't just have to be limited to that. So there is like either some sort of spirit animal or a spirit guide that maybe you had lost in the past, because I don't know, this is giving me that same vibe again. But for others of you, this could also be like a parent or even a sibling. And I also heard cousin. So with this Knight of Pentacles, I feel like they're coming through to give you some sort of determination or drive, courage to keep pushing forward, even if it's at like a slow pace, to move at your own pace. Do the best that you can, right? Your best is not going to look like everybody else's best, okay? And I also feel like they're coming through to show you your power, to show you how much you light up a room and how much you've already overcame. You know what I mean? I do feel like with this Eight of Swords being in reverse that you guys have overcame a lot of fears, insecurities. I'm also feeling like maybe even habits or something with this world being right here. Habits, patterns, cycles. You guys have healed a lot of toxicity in your life. You guys have done a great amount of work on yourselves. And I don't think that you really see everything that you have accomplished. I feel like they want to bring you some sort of a clarity or truth about the situation. And the truth is you are a powerful ass motherfucker, okay? You be doing the damn thing. And I also feel like you guys are meant to stand out. And I think this guide is opening up doors for you and opportunities. They're giving you the drive that you need to continue forward. Even when you feel beaten down on your path, they give you the drive to keep going. They open up doors for you. And they allow you to see the doors that are open to you. You know how some people will overlook the opportunities that are before them because they get too caught up in this like Eight of Swords energy, being too stuck in their head or too caught up in their situation, and they can't see things clearly. Because when you're in your situation and you can't seem to remove yourself, you can only see what's right in front of you, right? But if you can remove yourself from your situation, you can see the bigger picture. I feel like this spirit guide or spirit animal, we're just going to call it a spirit, right? This spirit is helping you see the bigger picture. And I keep hearing, keep your eye on the prize, right? There's something that you guys are wanting to bring in, and I feel like sometimes you maybe underestimate your ability to do so. With this Eight of Swords being here, it is in reverse, but I think sometimes you guys could go in and out of this energy. Like 1 minute you'll feel like you're on top of the world, you're super clear with where you're going, you're driven, you're disciplined, and then other times it's almost like analysis paralysis, or I don't know, some people call it ADHD paralysis, where like you start to either overanalyze and you just don't do anything because you feel overwhelmed, or maybe you don't know like where to go to next. I feel like Spirit really has a good way of sitting you down and helping you see the bigger picture. That is something that I keep picking up, like seeing the bigger picture to something. And I'm also feeling like they're helping you release your expectations that you put on yourself. I feel like you guys put real big and heavy expectations on yourself to get shit done. And I feel like that's why that message of like move at your own pace. Like if you see somebody else doing something and they're, maybe you want to do the same thing, right? And they got there before you, you almost like go in overdrive to get this thing done. Spirit's like, move at your own pace. Fuck what they're doing. Yeah, they got there before you, but who's to say that when you get there that you're not gonna surpass them, is the word that I just heard. Surpass them. So I don't know, kind of just like focus on yourself, focus on your goals, your ambitions, your talents. I feel like you guys are very talented. Some of you guys are definitely also very connected to spirit, or the spirit that is coming through. Some of you guys could like have like a change in body temperature when this spirit comes around you, because when I was tapping into the energy, I felt really hot, like really fucking hot. So pull a couple of these. I just keep hearing that song, God send me an angel from the heavens above. All right. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in reverse. Yeah. King of Wands, the Tower. The Eight of Swords. See, and if you look, this Tower is on fire. I'm telling you, some of, like, for some of you guys that resonated with, that is definitely just confirmation, I feel like. But for others of you, this could have been very sudden, or there could have been something tragic that happened. I don't know. The Eight of Swords, Five of Swords, wow. Yeah, like I said, maybe some of you guys go back and forth between this Eight of Swords energy. And I think it's when you guys start to become almost overwhelmed, or it's like you go into self-sabotage mode, like, and it's not because you obviously don't want to do good in life. I just think that you guys have been through a lot, and sometimes your mind tends to get in the way. So let's see, the World. We got the Knight of Swords. And for some reason, I'm seeing this Knight of Swords almost as like somebody who's coming through and just chop, chop, chop. Like chopping away the negativity, the self-sabotage. Like I said, like you guys have done like a great amount of work on releasing certain patterns, habits, mindsets, cycles, toxicity, things like this. You guys have done a great amount of work on this, and I feel like I also feel like you guys know what you want and you know what you deserve, right? And so you don't settle for less. A lot of times if people, and we got the Ace of Swords in reverse as well. It's funny that both aces, or not funny, but it's interesting that both aces are in reverse. Sorry also for hitting the speaker. I did not mean to do that. I think sometimes you guys might lack clarity and direction, or faith in your manifestations or your abilities, your talents, things like that. Especially, like, say for instance, you do something that is spiritual, like you channel or you do mediumship or healing or whatever it is. I think sometimes the only thing that gets in your way is maybe your logical mind telling you, like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe that didn't resonate with somebody, until you get that clarity from either the person or from spirit, and you know for sure, like, that was spot on. Because when I was tapping into the energy at the beginning, I almost felt like I didn't even want to say it because I'm like, I don't know if that's right. But you know what? I'm just going to go with it because I've noticed that when I don't, that it ends up coming up again anyways. And I feel like it did come up again with this Tower and the King of Wands right here. Like, or it is for somebody. You know what I mean? But I feel like you just need to trust yourself a little bit more. Trust your abilities or your craft, whatever it is that you do, to trust it a little bit more. I think a lot of the proof that you guys are looking for is like physical proof, and it's more of like a feeling or a deep knowing that you guys have to kind of rely on, because we got fire and we got air, not pentacles, right? So I think like a lot of the things that you have to really trust are from within, which can make it hard sometimes. I definitely understand, especially with the work that I do as well. I sometimes even have a hard time trusting what I'm feeling or thinking or seeing. I'm like, should I say that? But like I said, just kind of like go with the flow. Like if you feel it, just go with it. Sometimes it's not always going to resonate, and that's fine. You know, it's trial and error, trial and error. It's not meant for us to just beat ourselves up and put ourselves down, but to, you know, everybody has an off day. Kind of just give yourself that space and that grace to have an off day. Sometimes your intuition is off. Sometimes your feelings maybe aren't for that person, right? Maybe it's for somebody else. Somebody else that you encountered throughout the day, or somebody that was around you, or, you know, maybe it's for somebody else. You never know. Like if you went to the fucking grocery store earlier before doing a reading for somebody, and then you're like, you know, your Aunt Beth, we're just going to go with this. Your Aunt Beth wanted to come through and tell you that she loves you and she's here. And they're like, I don't have an Aunt Beth. But the lady that you were standing in line with had an Aunt Beth or something. It just took a while for her to come through. I don't know. Like maybe that type of shit will happen sometimes because it happens to the best of us. You know what I mean? Don't put yourself down. Just trust and know that sometimes you have an off day. That's like the message I'm picking up. Some of you guys could be like mediums, or I don't know. I'm picking that up. I also feel like this spirit that's around you is a very loyal spirit. I don't think they leave your side. You know, some spirits, they come in and out of our life at certain times and periods and stuff. This spirit, I feel like, stays with you. And I'm hearing through many lives. Like they've seen you from the beginning of time. They've watched almost your entire soul evolution, if not your entire soul evolution. Your guys' souls go way back is what I'm picking up. All right, so let's see. What message does your spirit want you to know? We got aloneness. We got adventure. This is too many cards right here, but we do got transformation. We got comparison in reverse. Didn't I say, like, don't compare yourself? And then we also got guilt, which is that 8 of Swords again. And this is in reverse again. So, yeah. I do feel like sometimes your mind can get in the way of you being able to trust what you're picking up. One more card, please. Thank you. We got rebirth in reverse. You guys are definitely on a journey right now. We got aloneness. This is the Hermit card. And we got integration in reverse. Okay. So you guys are on a journey right now to pretty much rebirth into something new, and I feel like it's not even necessarily into something new. This is more like into your gifts. Like your gifts are going through some sort of like rebirthing process, some sort of upgrade or something, and now you are going through a period where you're going to have to integrate these things. And this could be why maybe you're having a harder time trusting your abilities a little bit right now, is because they're going through some sort of upgrade, so you could be feeling a little bit disconnected from them, right? There's more here. Give me a second. Sorry. I'm like trying to listen to the messages that are coming through. It just feels real like staticky, like when you try to tune into a radio station that you don't get, and it's just like, that's like the vibe that I'm picking up right now. That could be kind of how you guys are feeling when you try to tune into your gifts, is like, it's just like broken or bits and pieces of this that come through. This could also be a really good stone for you guys. This is Shadakite. It's a channeling stone. It helps, not only is it like super protective, but it also helps connect you to higher consciousness beings. So helps with channeling overall. But yeah, there's something within you that is going through some sort of rebirthing process. This is like your soul rebirthing, and your soul's gifts coming to light. I feel like you guys have a lot of gifts that you guys are venturing into and learning to understand, and how to work with these things, how to trust these things that you're feeling. And I think right now you could definitely, with this aloneness, you guys could be feeling really alone, right? And that's why the spirit is telling you, like, I'm always with you. You know what I mean? I am always with you. I'm always guiding you. I'm always giving you strength and courage. They're loyal. Their soul is loyal to you. Their soul is loyal to your soul. I think you guys have kind of went back and forth between lifetimes, like where you are like a spirit guide to this person, and then, or this soul, I should say, because I was picking up like spirit animals as well. Like, so we're just going to call it spirit, soul. Your spirit is like a guide to their spirit, and then vice versa. Like in other lifetimes when you're incarnated, it's like this spirit is a guide to your spirit. I am picking that up. But yeah, I feel like they're kind of pushing you into possibly being alone to understand your abilities a little bit more. This pile feels very spiritual to me. I don't know. This feels very spiritual. And I feel like once you guys get through this process, you're going to feel the vibrancy of life come back into your life. I am picking that up. Like, you're going to start to see things very differently. Some of you guys could start to see spirits if you don't already, only if obviously that's what you're wanting or you're ready for, I should say, because I don't think spirit is going to give you something that you don't want, or that you're not ready for, or that your soul did not ask for, you know? But yeah, there's something about like seeing life in a new light, or seeing yourself in a new light. I'm gonna get a spirit animal card or a wild mystic oracle card to close this reading out, because this reading just feels a little staticky, and I'm having a hard time like really tapping into the energy here. So hopefully this resonated with you guys. I am so sorry. I don't normally channel like this, but the energy just feels really broken right now. So we're just gonna pull our final card and close this reading out. We got Hunt on the bottom. It's either a falcon or an eagle. And the card that came out for you guys is Joy with the dragonfly. Yeah. So let me grab the book. Dragonflies are all about transformation. too as well. So just want to point that out because we did see transformation. Let's see here. Dragonfly. Page 50. I went too far. Here we go. So it says joy. It says this card urges you to see the joy in the world and seek your happiness. You may wish to work with this card to manifest a positive life change or help you see the light in dark times. The dragonfly is a unique insect who combines the realms of earth from the mud in which they are born, water in which they spend their adolescence, and air through which they fly as an adult, prompting you to grasp the wonders of life from every angle. I should be holding this up for you guys, sorry. It says, after spending much of their lives under the water in nymph form, emerging dragonflies take flight into their relatively short adult lives. This card serves as a message to find pleasure in everyday life and live for the moment. In Japan, dragonflies are considering bringers of luck and fortune as well as symbols of victory and happiness. This card encourages you to give joy and be open to receiving joy and happiness into your life, okay? And with this message saying, take flight into their relatively short adult lives, is kind of giving me the vibe of like somebody passing very suddenly. I don't know. Not you guys, obviously. This is like, I'm talking about this spirit. So I don't want you guys to be scared and be like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like, no. I feel like this is kind of like confirmation. Like this could have been somebody who was like a young adult or somebody who passed very suddenly. I don't know. So like I said before, I think I said that. So we got shadow reading. It says, if we are closed off to joy, we become incapable of giving it to others or receiving it ourselves. An obvious shadow reading of this card would be sadness, depression, or anxiety. But another reading would be those who try too hard to make others joyful at the expense of their own happiness. Do not be afraid to take some time for yourself and do not close yourself off to happiness. There is plenty for everyone. Correspondence is air, water, and earth. Flora is chrysanthemum, marigold, calamint, celandine, oregano. And we got stones, carnelian, chalcedony, dioptase, ruby, and sunstone. We got spell work is to promote happiness, celebration of life, luck, and prosperity magic, and attracting joyous events. Yes. I feel like you are definitely being called to enjoy life a little bit more, to celebrate life a little bit more. Like I was saying before, some of you guys don't see the work that you guys have done already. And I feel like the spirit is really here to show you everything that you've accomplished so far and to show you that there's more to life than what maybe you've been focused on. All right, pile one. I hope this resonated with you guys. And again, I apologize for the broken channeling. The channel just felt a little staticky, I guess so to say. But hopefully this resonated with somebody. And I'm sending you guys lots of love on your journey. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful day, night, whenever you're watching this. And if you want, feel free. Oh my goodness. What is going on with this pile? I swear, if I channel like this for all of the piles, then it's just me. But this could just be the energy right now. If you would like to, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. I would appreciate it. It helps out my channel, but you don't have to. I appreciate you all for being here regardless. I'm sending you guys all lots of love, okay? Take care of yourself. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this confidence card with this beautiful crystal, this is going to be your reading, okay? So when I was tapping into the energy, started to see an elephant. And elephants are actually known for their amazing memory that they have, but also to be very family oriented and very wise. They're very smart. So I feel like you guys exude this type of energy. You guys could also be very family oriented. Maybe you have children, or you're just very close with your family, or the family that you've created, right? The family that you chose. You guys could be very close with them as well. Hold them very near and dear to your heart. So let's see, what messages does the spirits have for you? So elephants could also be like one of your spirit animals or your animal totem. Definitely feel free to look up the meaning behind it. There could be more messages for you guys there. But yeah, I do feel like you guys probably do have a great memory. And even if you're like, yeah, no, I don't. I think if you did memory work, that your memory would improve very fast, because you do initially have a very good memory. If you went through like trauma and things like this can definitely block the memory. If you're like a heavy smoker or a drinker, obviously that's going to affect things as well. Or if you did drugs in the past. But yeah, just wanted to bring that up as well. So let's see here. What do the spirits want you to know for pile 2? What does the spirits want you to know? What is the message from the spirits? We got Judgment in reverse, and we got the Two of Wands in reverse. And we got Anubis on this Judgment card. I don't know if you've kind of like heard about the backstory of Anubis, but he is the one that initially determines whether you get mummified and move on to go see Osiris to be mummified, or if your heart is fed to this, I don't know, it looks kind of like a crocodile. I can't remember what they call it, but so basically he'll put your heart on the scale with the feather of truth. And if your heart weighs more, it means you lived pretty much like an unpure life. So then he feeds your heart to this creature. Otherwise, if your heart is balanced out with the feather of truth, you are sent to Osiris to be mummified, which I just think is cool. I don't know. Maybe you guys have strong ties to ancient Egypt, or you're just connected to Egyptian culture. Also, black cats could also be significant for you guys. Let's get one more card before I start like properly channeling for you guys. I feel like you guys are also, wow, that was a lot, meant to stand out from the crowd. You guys have some sort of like ability or something that, or a talent or a gift or something that sets you apart, especially in your line of work or your hobbies. I don't know, something about that as well. Because if you look, these cats are all looking up to this cat. It's like people really look up to you. They think very highly of you. Some people might even like put you on a pedestal or give you like a lot of praise. Like, oh, you do such a good job, or we want you around, or I want to buy your work, or whatever the case is, right? You guys might hear a lot of that. Or maybe you're going to, when you wake up to what it is that you're meant to do. We got the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you guys are not meant to live a very ordinary or mundane type of life. You guys are meant to have a lot more or experience a lot more. And we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys are meant to experience a lot more from life. But I think in order for you to get to this point, you got to reach for something more. Spirit is really trying to call you in a direction. And I think some of you guys are still kind of debating with this Two of Wands, like, should I do this or should I not? Kind of weighing your options, especially with the scales being here, weighing your options and seeing what would be the best route for you guys to go. And I feel like you already know. You have this deep inner knowing. And you're just, right now, it's kind of like stepping out of your comfort zone. That's the part that maybe some of you guys are being met with a little bit of resistance, maybe even a little bit of fear, is like stepping out of your comfort zone and moving into that direction. I want to get some clarifiers real quick. I keep hearing, like, your soul knows. Okay, your soul knows best, okay? I think whoever or whatever spirits are around you right now, they're like, come. I just keep seeing, I don't remember what show or movie that was from, but it was like this woman in white, like this big white dress. And she's like, come here. Like calling the person over, kind of some like creepy shit, but it's not creepy for you guys. It's like, I don't know, because I feel like that just sounded really creepy, but they're like trying to show you the way, and I think sometimes you're like, no, I'm not doing that. That doesn't feel right now, but it does feel right. It's just your fear or like maybe your doubts or your insecurities that try to get in the way. So let's get a clarifier for the Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Ten of Swords. And I'm here, should I stay or should I go? So some of you guys are really on the fence. It's funny, this cat is on the fence. And he's walking along the fence. If you look at this card, this cat is walking along the fence, right? It's like, I don't want to choose either or yet. I'm really like torn. I'm just trying to weigh my options. Should I stay with where I'm at or should I go in a new direction? Spirit's like, I mean, it's up to you, but regardless of what it is, you're going to have to choose and you're going to have to put an end to something. You can't keep both of them going at the same time. You're going to burn yourself out or you're going to cause a lot of anxiety or feelings of feeling overwhelmed or burdened, right? But I do feel like if you are being, wow, Nine of Pentacles, this is freedom, financial freedom, liberation. This is sorry, this card is talking to me. Give me a second. This is also abundance. Three of Swords in reverse. Prosperity. This is wealth. This is you building something for yourself. You wanting more for yourself so you didn't settle, and look at what came. Look at what came. The Nine of Pentacles, baby. I also feel like this is you feeling good and in your position, in your skin, with your decision. Whatever that decision may be, I do feel like regardless of what it is, it's going to bring you a lot of abundance and stability. You got the Five of Pentacles and on the bottom. I don't know why, but lately when it's on the bottom, I keep wanting to say in reverse. We got the Five of Pentacles on the bottom. Some of you guys might also kind of struggle with like a lack mindset. Like, is there going to be enough if I choose this? Am I going to be able to find a nice paying job? Am I going to be able to create or like have something stable? Am I going to make enough? You know, some of you guys could be like worried about money, and maybe that's kind of what keeps you like back and forth with making this decision. And I feel like the spirits are trying to pretty much give you, they basically have a couple doors open for you, and it's up to you to make the decision. Like, they're not going to make the decision for you, but they are here to tell you that no matter what you decide to do, it is going to be successful, and you are going to find some sort of contentment within this, or fulfillment. But I do think that if you don't go with what your heart is telling you to do, instead of your logical mind, because sometimes in other decks, like the feather can also be like the mind, because it'll like present itself as the swords, right? So I think it's like your heart and your mind, like, you know, one is going to be more satisfying logically and the other one is going to be more emotionally fulfilling and satisfying, but regardless, it's going to bring you abundance. So it's like, really go with what you want. I don't even want to say what you feel or what you think, because that's kind of like mind and heart, but with whichever one feels like it's outweighing the other, go with it, because I feel like that's where your soul is kind of like leading you to go to. But regardless, it's up to you. And I feel like that's what Spirit's here to tell you, is like, no matter which way you go or whatever you choose, we got your back. Like, there will be opportunities open to you. You are going to have stability. You are going to have abundance, right? It's all about stepping out of your comfort zone, releasing restrictions, releasing that poverty or lack mindset, right? And listen to where your intuition is guiding you. Some of you guys could be like, well, I don't know what my intuition is guiding me to do. I feel drawn to both. I feel torn between both. And that's when you really just got to take a moment to sit still and gain perspective. Like the hangman, he just kind of like surrenders to the process and surrenders all the fears, all the doubts, all the insecurities, the whatever it is that you are constantly thinking about or feeling restricted by or feeling conflicted by. He just surrenders it all and allows his perspective to shift when it's time, right? Just takes that moment to stand still. If you don't know what to do, don't do nothing. Okay? Like, and it's not to say don't do nothing, just don't make a decision yet. You know what I mean? Maybe make a pro and con list, or do your research with this Page of Pentacles. Maybe you guys need to do a little bit more research. Or I don't know, like look at the offers and opportunities that are available. This is a little cute card. She's like teaching the dog. I don't know why, but I keep hearing you can teach an old dog new tricks. So I don't know why I just heard that, but maybe some of you guys are getting older and you're like, I don't know if I'm allowed to change my occupation or change my, I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing, because I don't know if I have time to learn this. And they're like, you do, you have time. Trust me, you got time. I don't think you guys are really racing against the clock. Even if your mind thinks that you are, I think no matter what you do, say you spend 6 years investing your time into, my cousin was just talking about this the other day. She was like, you know, if you're going to spend 6 years, you might as well spend it like taking that class or working towards that goal or whatever, because regardless, if you just sit there and just waste 6 years, that 6 years you could have been investing into something else. Even though it sounds like a long time, at least you're like putting it towards an end goal, you know what I mean? Instead of just doing nothing with it. So when I said if you feel conflicted, don't do anything, I don't mean like just sit there and wait for something to happen for you. Like, focus your energy into other things, or focus on gaining some sort of clarity or healing some sort of blockage or a restriction or a mindset or whatever it is, right? Focus on that. And then when you heal whatever it is, or you start healing it, you might gain that clarity. You know what I mean? You never know. Sometimes Spirit's got a funny way of putting us on a new path, right? And if this is your pile, cousin, hello. You know who you are. So, wow, we got the burden. We're talking about feeling burdened and stuff like that. If you guys don't choose something, you guys are going to feel burdened because you're going to constantly be focusing your energy into too many things, right? So you might even feel burnt out, tired, like you're carrying too much. Put it down, put it down. I don't know why I'm always trying to sing. So we got participation. This is giving like 4 of Wands. I don't know if that's what this one is in here. I want to say it is, but I don't know. But yeah, participation. I feel like you do have guides or like a support system that is willing to help you through this, even if it's not a physical support system. Like I said, like guides, like spirits that are around you. Patience. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all just need to take a minute to just meditate or to just go with the flow right now and embrace your cycles. Some cycles are going to feel very clear, like, oh, I know what I'm doing. And other cycles are going to feel really uncertain. And it's kind of like, just trust the process. And this is going right over the Queen of Cups in reverse. So, you know, really be patient. Don't try to like rush yourself through this, and don't allow your emotions to get the best of you. Some of you guys really need to just take some time to meditate on it or to sleep on it. However long you need to do that for, you know what I mean? We got comparison as well. And I'm feeling like with this, if some of you guys are getting into like a competitive field, or there's a lot of people that want the same job as you, then this is your reminder to, I don't know, like, don't focus on that too much, because like I always say, if there's a will, there's a fucking way, right? So if spirit is guiding you to do something, they're not just going to leave you empty-handed. They're going to open up an opportunity for you. If it's meant for you, it's going to be for you at the end of the day. So don't look too much into, oh my God, what if I'm not going to get a job? What if I'm not going to make enough? What if I'm blah, blah, blah. What if, right? Don't focus on the what ifs. Don't focus on the what ifs. Focus on the what can be, okay? I feel like that's what Spirit is really urging you guys to do is right now, is focus on what you can have instead of what if something goes wrong. Some of you guys' brain could automatically be like, what if case scenarios, or what could go wrong instead of what could go right. You know what I mean? And really just have patience with yourself while you go through these cycles, while you make these decisions. You know, consult your guides, consult your support team, whether that's a physical or a spiritual support team. You know, bounce ideas off back and forth. You guys got some real supportive beings, spirits, whatever the case may be around you right now, that are willing to give you an extra hand. Oh my goodness. So I've always thought these were like jellyfish. I still don't know what the hell it is, but it does have some hands coming out. I don't know if you guys can see that because, you know, front camera. But they have their hands coming out like this, as if they're offering you some sort of support or guidance, okay? So, you know, lean on your support team if you need to. Bounce ideas off back and forth, but do not compare yourself. Do not compare your situation to anybody else's situation or what the internet says or anything like that. Because like I said, if there's a will, there's a way. And if Spirit is guiding you to do something, it's probably for a reason, and they're not just going to leave you empty-handed. I really, truly believe that. Okay, so let's get a final message from the Wild Mystics Oracle. Now, if an elephant comes out for you guys, I'm going to lose it. Just it'll be cool, though. Because if your love was all I had. I got that song stuck in my head right now. Message for pile 2. What do the spirits want pile 2 to know? You guys got strength with a tiger. And the card that came out for you guys is Disguise, and it's got the Gemini on it. Could there be something that is like a blessing in disguise? It's kind of the vibe I'm picking up. The Chameleon. So let's see, this is on 38. Also, I just want to say real quick, I am sorry for the interruption. I didn't mean to do that to y'all, but I had got a phone call. So, disguise. It says this card represents disguise and facade. It is an idea of blending into one's social landscape to fit in, but also in order to acclimate to new surroundings. The natural camouflage of the chameleon might be interpreted as deception or duplicitous in one reading, but it may also signify the need to protect oneself by blending in and becoming invisible. This card could symbolize a wallflower who feels invisible, or a social butterfly who can adapt and thrive in any social situation. It says, while we largely associate the chameleon's color-changing ability with the camouflage, it is also used to signal their intentions, health, temperature, and feelings. The chameleon card may also represent wearing your heart on your sleeve and allowing your deeper feelings to show. That's funny because we do got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So maybe some of you guys have, and then the Ace of Swords, or not the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords next to that. So some of you guys could have some emotional blocks. Maybe you're being called to like dive into your emotional body a little bit more, or allow your emotions to present themselves as raw and real as they can. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to like brush it off or play it off like, oh, it don't matter, or I don't really care, when you really do, you know? It says this card may also represent those born under the Western zodiac sign of Gemini. It's a shadow reading. While hiding from danger can seem like the best course and is a valid tool for survival, you must be careful not to blend in so fully that you lose yourself. Take time to recover. Look, and we got comparison too. Like, you guys are not meant to be a part of the crowd. You guys are meant to stand out. Allow yourself to shine in your own authenticity, in your own individuality, okay? Don't lose yourself in your surroundings or comparing yourself to others or what could be or whatever. Think of all the beautiful, wonderful, positive possibilities that you have for you as an individual. It says take time to recover from the danger, heal yourself, and learn to live boldly once again. We were talking about healing, right? Maybe some of you guys need to focus on healing, and then things will become clear. It says, do not be afraid to show the bright colors of your personality to the world. Ooh, I love that. So it says correspondence element is Earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but also Gemini is on here, so those could be significant as well. And it says flora. It says amaranth. I probably just said that wrong, so I apologize. Amaranth. That's the best I got for you guys. Chicory, almost kind of like trickery, but with a CH. Chicory. Monkshood. Poppy. Skeleton flower. We got stones, bloodstone, tiger's eye, chiroprase, or tourmaline. I always feel like I say chrysoprase. I don't know how to say that. I'm so sorry. I'm slaughtering some of these names. And we got tourmaline, and it says spell work protection from those who seek you, to aid in difficult social situations, and making new friends, aiding social acceptance. Okay, so a little extra stuff that you guys can do. But yes, this is all I have for you. That's all I have for you guys. I hope this resonated with you, and if it did, please feel free to give this a like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload, and I'm sending you guys lots of love, okay? Take care of yourself. Hello, pile 3. If you chose this rejection card with this beautiful black crystal, this is going to be your reading. So instantly tapping into the energy, I am feeling like the spirits want you to acknowledge some sort of rejection, whether it's a rejection of the self, like the disowned parts of the self, or some sort of rejection that you recently received, or that you experienced in the past, that could be keeping you from stepping into your power, or seeing your worth. There could also be something that could be blocking your creativity in a sense. And I do feel like this has some sort of like trauma surrounding this, because this is giving me like sacral chakra. And the sacral chakra is where we store our emotions, our traumas, our creativity, expression, things like this, okay? So pretty much this is like the overall energy of the message, is to bring you some sort of insight about some sort of rejection or disowned part of yourself that is needing some attention. That is the vibe that I am picking up so far. So let's jump in with some tarot. See what messages do the spirits have for you today, pile 3. I'm hearing this song, How to Love. Had a love that didn't last forever. Now you in this corner trying to put it together, how to love. Okay? Some of y'all could be learning how to love yourself. Like I said, the disowned parts, right? Learning how to love those parts of yourself that maybe people caused you to feel like those were bad or negative. Now you're starting to see that these make you you. Make you beautiful. How does that song go? Something about your scars make you beautiful. Yeah, I think you're starting to embrace that. So let's see. We got the Hangman. We got the Page of Cups. Perfect, 2 cards. The Hermit. Yeah, this is that shadow work energy right there. And the Knight of Swords. Whew, and we got the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so there was some sort of disappointment or this feeling of feeling discontent within your life or within yourself or your energy. And now you're learning to surrender and allow yourself to see what this is from a different perspective, right? I feel like a lot of you guys are doing a lot of shadow work right now, diving to the depths of your soul, to the dark parts of yourself, the disowned parts of yourself, to gain some sort of healing and enlightenment about what it is that you've been suppressing or what it is that is keeping you from being able to achieve fulfillment or happiness. Some of you guys could be even dealing with some sort of habits or patterns or cycles, substance abuse, because it does kind of look like he's got like 9 glasses of wine lined up, like he's about to drink these bitches. I don't know. Some of you guys could be looking at some of your habits that you've developed over the years and seeing why it is that you feel like you want to indulge so much into these things, and work on healing around those areas. It doesn't have to be for everybody, but you'll know if that's you or not. And for the Page of Cups, I feel like there is like this sense of possibly even diving into the wounded inner child and healing inner child wounds or traumas or even like disappointments. Like say for instance, you had a parent that always promised that you guys were going to do something and then they would never follow through with it. And now you just have this like inability to trust what other people say because of what your parent had did to you. Because that can be traumatic for a child. People don't think about stuff like that. But when you tell somebody like, oh, we're going to go to Disney World this year, and then 10 years go by and you're like, we're going to go to Disney World, we're going to go to Disney World, and then you never do, like a kid will take that in and just not be able, all of a sudden start having trust issues, not being able to trust what people say. Like, yeah, you always say that. You know what I mean? But I see you guys really taking like a different approach into healing these parts of yourself or broken promises or like I said, inner child wounds or something like that. I do want to get some clarifiers real quick. Whoa. I also feel like with this Knight of Swords being here, I also feel like you guys are learning how to speak your truth or to act on certain things. Maybe some of you guys also have like a issue with like maybe procrastinating a little bit. I got this really weird feeling in my head right now too. I don't know. I almost feel like really spacey all of a sudden, so I don't know what that's about, but maybe some of you guys are like seeking some sort of clarity on some actions that you can take right now in order to move forward. Let's see, clarify for the Hanged Man. The World in reverse, clarify for the Page of Cups. Whoop. Yeah, see, you guys are trying to find some sort of clarity or find your purpose or how to be more authentic, how to speak your truth. Let's get a clarifier for the Hermit. We got the Ace of Wands in reverse. I think Pile 1 got that too, but it was for the first card. We got the Page of Pentacles for the Knight of Swords in reverse. And we got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So Pile 2 also got this on the bottom. So you guys are learning how to release your restrictions or surrender to these in order to free yourself from any restrictions or constraints, any limitations, anything like that, in order to create more abundance and fulfillment in your life. We got Justice on the bottom. Yeah. This is like divine order. I feel like the divine kind of like pushed you into this in a sense. They're like, all right, it's time. It's time. Your soul came here on a mission. It's time to start to learn what that mission is, to learn what your purpose is. I feel like part of your purpose is alchemizing and healing some of these childhood wounds or showing other people how to do so. You guys could be like way showers or healers or something. Because I feel like a lot of healers definitely tend to go through a lot of that type of shit. Not that you got to be a healer to go through that, but we tend to go through a lot of that type of shit in order so we can learn how to heal this in order to show other people how to heal these things as well. So let's see here. I feel like with this Page of Pentacles being in reverse with the Knight of Swords, this is talking about taking some sort of action on an opportunity that is being presented to you or looking for some sort of opportunity. Maybe you guys are creating an opportunity for yourselves. You're not waiting or seeking this out. You're just making this for yourself. You're making a way, right? Like I said, way showers or like trailblazers or something. It's like you're not just going to sit around and wait for something to change. You guys are working on taking action towards things that you can do right now in order to bring these changes into your life. You got to be the change that you want to see, right? And I think that's something that you guys are acknowledging and you guys are moving towards. And with this Page of Pentacles, this can also talk about, pages can talk about children or like students. So some of you guys could also be going to school right now or trying to see what direction it is that you want to move in as far as like what you want to learn next, what you want to build, the direction you want to move in, the foundation that you want to create for yourself. There's something about that as well. Ace of Wands with the Hermit. Why is that here, Spirit? I feel like you guys are also trying to figure out what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that you're investing your energy into in order to attract these sorts of situations into your life. This feels like a very deep pile. You guys are like deep divers. Like, you guys are not afraid to go to the depths of your soul in order to, I'm here and change your life. Like, I feel like you guys are seeing where it is that you're investing your energy that's bringing this type of energy in, or maybe even learning certain lessons in order for you to shift the energy so that way you can change what you attract, right? Because you are going to attract what you embody the most, okay? So whatever you align your energy with is what you're going to continue to attract into your life, right? So I feel like this is almost like you taking a moment to really see what it is that you're investing your energy into and what you are co-creating with the universe right now. And is this aligned with you? Is this your truth? Is this your purpose? Is this something that you're passionate about? Is this something that lights you up? Or is this something that somebody else is wanting you to do? Is this something that you feel obligated to do? You know, really like seeing the truth of the matter. The Hangman with the World in reverse. This is like, I'm picking up like gaining perspective, or gaining some sort of perspective on your direction. I don't know. Taking a moment to stand still. There feels like unfinished business, and that's why there's like this lack of fulfillment or something, is because there's something that is like unfinished for your soul. And I feel like you're learning how to surrender to this. And if you look, I just noticed this. It's funny. With the World card being upside down, they're almost in the same position. They both got their one leg crossed like this, and their one leg is straight, right? It's like really taking a moment to pause. And it also makes like the number 4, which reminds me of the Emperor card, which is about taking charge. So, you know, take a moment, see where it is that you want to move into, and then take charge, you know what I mean? But I feel like really listen to your own truth and do things that feel most authentic to you. Like at the end of the day, with this 4 of Wands being here, this is the foundation that you're creating. This is the community that you're attracting or moving into, right? So say, for instance, we're going to use tarot, just because that's what I do. If you are a tarot reader, then you're going to be moving into the tarot community. Is that something that you want to surround yourself with, right? Like, I don't know, there's something about surrounding yourself with what it is that you want to become, and if this is like authentic to you or aligned with your truth. Some of you guys might need to speak your truth. I was getting a little like like coughing a little bit. It felt like I had like something stuck in my throat. So some of you guys maybe need to speak your truth, be a little bit more expressive with what it is that you want. With that Emperor card, this is somebody who takes charge, knows their worth. They take action, you know what I mean? And he's not somebody that's going to settle, you know what I mean? He's the king of all kings. So he embodies every king in the suits, okay? The King of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups. I almost said King of Water. He embodies all of these kings. So he's not going to settle if you're trying to offer him like a fucking Page of Pentacle offer. He's like, no, you need to come with some big shit or it's not worth my time. You know what I mean? This is like you not settling, you embodying that go-getter type of energy, know your worth type of energy. Interesting. Like, pretty much the spirits want you to see where it is that you're being met with like resistance or restrictions, and dive deep into that and see why it is that this is happening, and what's your next action that you can take. And then taking action and taking charge, taking control of your own life, being a little bit more demanding, right? You are in control of your own life. You are in the driver's seat. So go where you want to go at the end of the day. And I feel like wherever you decide to go, you're going to be met with support. Let's get some messages for pile 3 from the spirits. That's too many cards, so I'm going to put those back. This is too many cards again. Just one more, thank you. We got courage on the bottom. I love this. This is like, have enough courage to go where most wouldn't. If you look at this flower, it's like growing out of the concrete, out of the cement. Other flowers around her are probably like, we can't grow there. That's not where we're meant to go or grow. And you're like, bitch, watch me. Watch me come about this motherfucking concrete. This is where I want to be. This is where I'm going to thrive. Fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to go against the odds, okay? Where most people would say, we can't do that, or that's not for us. You're like, watch me. Watch me. This is giving major trailblazer or way shower type of energy. And look, you're like the big flower, and because you did it, there's more people that are following. You're like building some sort of foundation or some sort of safe space to show people like it is possible. I keep hearing, on my front porch looking in. I don't know. Some of you guys could be like with this outsider card. Some of you guys could be on the outside looking in, or kind of like the rebels, or yeah, you guys could be wanting to do something differently than anybody around you, than your family, you know, your community that you have around you, your support system, whatever. You guys could be wanting to do something different and kind of feeling almost like outcasted because you can't relate or bounce these ideas off of other people that are going to understand. But you know what? You're not for other people to understand. Like I said, you're meant to show people the motherfucking way. Once you do it, other people are going to follow. So, creativity in reverse. We were talking about creativity too. There could be like a block. This is Empress energy right here, and she's in reverse. So some of you guys are being called to maybe do something with your creative energy, and we got the Ace of Wands being in reverse right here too. Maybe you guys are suppressing your creativity, and that's something that is wanting to be acknowledged right now, is how much you have to offer through your creativity. You guys are like master creators or creatives or something. You guys could have resonated with that in my last reading that I posted. But yeah, I am picking that up right now. And that's why there's like this feeling of feeling uncontent, is because there's something within you that wants to be expressed in a creative way. And we got clinging to the past in reverse. This is 5 of Cups energy. Some of you guys, like with this 4 of Pentacles being here, some of you guys are really being asked to let some shit go and let some shit flow. And I feel like with all of these little mouths on here that are speaking, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it looks like things that people told you, you know what I mean? Like, let that shit go, because that's not your truth. I feel like at the end of the day, it's not your truth. I think some of you guys are working on letting this go. I think that's what you're in the process of doing right now, is you're in the process of letting some shit go that no longer resonates with you and no longer benefits you. And for others of you, this is something that you're needing to do. That's what you're being urged to do next, is cut ties with what no longer serves you. So that way you can see things from a different perspective, or to become closer with your truth. But yeah, there's something inside of you that's wanting to be expressed in a creative way. So the sacral chakra is like our creativity and stuff, and then the throat chakra is the way that we express these things, like our self-expression, how we express this out into the external world. So maybe there's something there. Maybe you need to work on your sacral and your throat chakra. Work on balancing these things out. Even if you kind of just like express it to yourself, you know what I mean? Like maybe you just do it. Maybe you just journal, or you write poetry or something, and you don't share it with the world, but you're getting out these feelings or thoughts or ideas or whatever it is, and you're expressing it in a creative way that feels good to your soul. You know what I mean? That could be something that you guys are needing. Or maybe you draw or you write or something. I don't know. I said write twice. Wow, we got heal. And we got communicate. And it was in reverse. This is the bat. That's fucking funny. Yeah. Some of you guys are being urged to speak up. How does that thing go? I don't know. Da-na-na-na-na. Speak up. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Speak up. So, yeah, speak up right now. And we got heal with the frog. Let's see here. Where is this? Oh, flipped right to it the third time. Third time's a charm. Some of y'all need to hear that. Third time's a charm, okay? Get up and try again. This card represents healing and restoration. The frog, like many creatures, including cats, ravens, goats, and pigs, was often associated with witchcraft and early European superstitions. Frogs were reportedly used as ingredients for spells for curing illness, ridding the skin of warts, and even curing a broken heart. Oh. This association with healing may have stemmed from lore that linked the frog and with death and rebirth. Ah, Lord, I cannot talk. Stemmed from lore that linked the frog with death and rebirth. Due to their transformation from a tiny water-based tadpole to their adult form, the frog card is one of physical and mental healing. Healing can seem like a long and arduous process, but this is a card of hope and recuperation. In ancient Egypt, the frog was a symbol of childbirth, fertility, and procreation. The frog card might reference an upcoming birth, adoption, or addition to a family. If you do not plan on having children, then it might indicate the birth of an idea. Ooh. Life-changing project or other creation of the mind or spirit. I love that. Shadow reading. The shadow reading of the frog card might be a portent of ill health, either mental or physical. However, it might also symbolize a blockage or delay in healing. We were picking that up too. This might relate to a difficult or extensive diagnosis, chronic illness, or ongoing mental health issue. The card is encouraging you not to feel disconnected from the power of healing, even when the road ahead seems difficult. It says correspondence, water for the element. Flora is adder's tongue, aloe vera, an anemone, 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 okay? And feverfew. And then the stones are bloodstone, tourmaline, turquoise, and clear quartz. Spell work, healing magic, caring for a sick or recovering person, fertility magic, luck with a diagnosis or surgery. Okay, so focus on your healing right now, you know, healing the inner child or wherever you feel wounded, whether that's dealing with some sort of mental illness, physical illness. Focus on your healing and releasing and expressing yourself, okay? That's what the spirits want you to know right now. So hopefully this resonated with you guys and hopefully this helped you. Definitely feel free to give this a like, comment, subscribe, you know, hit the little bell button so you don't miss when I upload. And I hope to see you guys in my next reading. And I'm also sending you guys so much love. Okay, take care of yourselves.